Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in to Legendary Customs YouTube channel. I am Chris.
And I'm Kathy, and we want to welcome you to episode number 1 of Myride.
This is our brand new YouTube series from Legendary Customs based on your ride. It features your automobiles, classic, customs, anything with a motor, anything with wheels. If you love it, we want to hear about it and share it.
If you'd like to participate, make sure you watch the video linked down below to find out how to enter.
With no time to waste, let's get right into episode 1 of Myride.
Kicking off episode number 1, we have Martin from Wisconsin and his original barn find, a 1955 Mercury Monterey 2-door hardtop coupe. This icon of classic American engineering was found by Martin back in 2016 after helping an elderly friend in his woodshop. While taking a break, Martin stumbled upon 3 dusty old cars parked in the back of the property, including this Merc. He found out that the Mercury was the man's wife's car and had been sitting since she passed away over 30 years ago. The next day, Martin owned it. After an engine overhaul, replacing the muffler with Thrush cherry bombs, and a good cleaning and buffing, it was back out on the road. The first stop was back to the gentleman who sold Martin the car. They went for a drive, and the elderly friend got to drive it one last time. As Martin describes, it made his day, and mine too. Alright, here are some details. This Alaskan white and tropic blue 1955 Mercury was the 120th Mercury to roll off the assembly line at the Los Angeles Mercury plant on Friday, March 4th, 1955, for the original asking price of, get this, $2,244.69. At the time of Martin's purchase in 2016, the vehicle had only 8,608.8 original miles. It still has the original 188 horsepower 292 Y-block V8 with a 2 double Holley carb, with a top speed of 0 to 60 in 12.7 seconds. Merc-O-Matic transmission, power steering and brakes, the original interior with vinyl cloth seats, full body stainless trim, and wide white wall radial tires and hubcaps. This gorgeous 55 is a classic example of what the 50s were all about. This is a great find and a great car. We hope Martin has many more years of enjoying this truly classic 55. Thank you, Martin, for sharing.
The next vehicle we're going to check out is from Dustin. It's a 1969 F-250 Ford. It's a vehicle that we are accustomed to. It's on a Police Interceptor chassis and drivetrain. He has a great start on it. The interior on this, as you will see, is just beautiful. Great patina on the outside. And he has the Ford engine from the Police Interceptor shoved under the hood. Looks beautiful. Check out the photos.
We have Dustin from Utah in his Crown Vic frame-swapped 1969 Ford F-250. Dustin is still working on this 69 F-250 that has a 2007 Crown Victoria Police Interceptor frame swap. It has a full Panther frame, powertrain drivetrain swap that has been reinforced extensively to eliminate any flex. The front suspension has double adjustable Viking coilovers and 15-inch GT500 rotors with C5 Corvette calipers. Has RideTech shocks and coils with full ride height adjustment. It has camber bolts in the front lower control arms. All factory HVAC has been retained with the controls mounted on a carbon fiber insert with aluminum control knobs. Full TMI interior, which is currently halfway through the install, and the factory ABS is intact. The bed was cut down from long to short, and all of the trim except the centerpiece is being removed and filled. The engine compartment, firewall, and interior floor is sprayed with Raptor liner that has been color matched to the orange factory color. The interior will be finished with Dakota digital gauges and new front and rear glass. Dustin explains, this platform is great for abusive street or track use. Dustin is a firefighter with 3 kids and has been working on this 69 F-250 for about 2 years in his free time, with plans to finish the bodywork in the interior this spring and sell it this summer to fund his next project. Hey Dustin, thank you for sending this awesome build of yours in for us to share. Please make sure to send us more photos once it's completed.
Now the next vehicle I would like to say is anything short of legendary. Talk about an imagination to put this one together. It started out as a fire truck, and as we go through these pictures, the details that are put into this truck are just amazing to say the least. 4-door, plenty of speakers in there for sound. The interior is beautiful. What do you use? Natural cowhide seats, amazing, and that white leather really sets it off. And when you go underneath this vehicle, it's just as nice as up top. Just beautiful in each and every way. Beautiful, beautiful job. I bet you that took a lot of time, a lot of passion, and a lot of cash to put that baby together. But it looks like it was worth it. Amazing, amazing build.
Moving on, we have something very unique and awesome coming to us from Drew in Lompoc, California. His Frankentruck. Okay, what is this beast? The cab is from a 1975 International Loadster fire truck. The bed is a reproduction 50s Ford that is 5 inches wider than stock, a walnut wood bed that has been burned, and a smooth tailgate. The rear fenders are also reproduction 50s 1-ton dually fenders. The frame is a 2004 Chevy 2500 heavy-duty 4x4 that has been media blasted and coated and has a 4-inch lift and airbags. The engine is a 6.2-liter with 430 horsepower, backed up with a 4L70E transmission. The interior has aftermarket front seats and center console. The rear seat is from the 2004 donor truck. Everything has been recovered in vinyl and cowhide, including a matching cowhide headliner. The front and rear cameras are viewable through stereo display, and it has 8 6-inch two-way speakers plus 2 10-inch subs. The subs and amp are mounted under the front seats. Drew tells us that this truck was built in his driveway except for paintwork. It was supposed to be a 2-year project that took 4 years to complete, and way more hours than he imagined in the beginning. It has only been completed for about 6 months, but he is looking forward to many years of cruising and entering it in local car shows. Drew, this will definitely stand out at any car show. Great job. Thank you for taking the time to share it with us.
Our last vehicle is from Greg. It's a 1949 Jeepster. Now, we are very, very familiar with Willys. We're doing a Willys pickup truck ourselves right now in the shop, and they are unbelievable trucks. This has been in the family for a long time. The center cluster, the dash, exactly the same as what ours was. Awesome interior. Now, some of these were reversible down below, and we didn't know that until we took ours apart. You can change the left-hand side drive to a right-hand side drive very, very easy. But this car, being a convertible, classic in each and every way. He's getting it up and running. Been in the family for a lot of years. A beautiful, beautiful ride. Awesome. Thank you for sharing it with us.
And rounding off this episode, we have Greg in his 1949 Willys Jeepster. Purchased from Greg's uncle's estate about 20 years ago, this 49 Jeepster has a 1957 283 4-barrel Corvette motor in it. It had a 3-speed on the floor, but according to Greg, his uncle didn't like shifting, so he had an automatic put in it. Greg put on the keystones and gave it some wide white walls. It also has a new aluminum radiator and rack and pinion steering. Greg states it's pretty old school and tells us that body-wise, it's pretty good, but it could use a paint job. The interior isn't too bad, but they will be fixing that as Greg's dad has an upholstery shop and is still working at 85 years old. That's crazy and awesome at the same time. Greg writes, I go down to my folks and take my mom out for ice cream. It brings back memories for her. Thank you, Greg, for sharing your ride and showing us exactly why automobiles hold such a memorable part in our lives.
Well, that's a wrap. The very first episode of My Rides from Legendary Customs. We want to give a huge thanks to Greg, Dustin, Martin, and Drew for sharing their rides with all of us here at Legendary Customs and all of you.
Please comment down below on what you think about these legendary rides. And once again, if you'd like to have one of your rides featured on one of our future episodes, go ahead, click the link down below, and you can find out how to easily enter.
And if you like what you saw, hit the like button down below. Give us a comment or two. Consider sharing our videos. And if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to Legendary Customs YouTube channel to see future episodes of My Rides and possibly your vehicle.
Lastly, be sure to follow Legendary Customs Facebook and Instagram. That way you can see more of our builds and the reviews and some events that we go to.
We want to take this time to thank you for watching this episode. Hopefully you'll join us for future ones. Until then, we'll see you.